there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited, as always. I'm excited about this live today. It's really going to be short and powerful. So, if you're ready for powerful and short, this is for you. Today, I'm going to be sharing very simply how to leverage your intellect profitably. How do you leverage what you know, your education, your expertise, your experience? How do you leverage it profitably? And I wanted to do this live because it's something I know a lot about. I've had the opportunity to work with thousands of women over the last 20 plus years, and specifically around helping smart, sharp women package their knowledge, their intellect, what they know for sure. And there are 4 simple things that I wrote down that I'm going to share with you guys today, and that I know to be true. My clients have made multiple millions of dollars, literally just simply leaning into and learning how to take their knowledge and to leverage it. And they're just 4 simple things that I'm going to share with you that I know if you've been thinking about building your coaching or your consulting business, if you're a trainer, if you're a speaker, if you want to license what you know, if you've got a system inside of you, if you're an author, this is really going to support you. Because what I see over the years, or what I've seen over the years, and even today, is that a lot of times you already have all of this knowledge, this know-how, this information about a subject. But the question you have isn't really around what you know, what your expertise is. It's like, how do I make money with this? How do I accelerate the profits? How do I double what I am able to sell or close? How do I stop charging by the hour, right? Or selling time for my intellect. So for those of you who have just joined me, welcome into the room. I'm going to share today how to leverage your intellect profitably in 4 simple steps of what I've showed my clients over the years. My goal is to pay it forward, is to show you maybe something you haven't thought of before that's really going to support you in understanding that this is way easier than you think. You know, as a result of having done this myself, my background is I started as a corporate trainer a long time ago, and I was packaging knowledge, right? And for organizations and teaching the workforce, many different things. And I would buy training that was licensed. I would vet training that was licensed. And I learned the value of what that training is and how to market it and how to sell it and how to put it in systems that could be high value for individuals. I've had the opportunity to support my clients in peeking behind the curtain and understanding exactly what they can do. You as an individual, taking your professional experience and what is the structure you can have that can have the most value so that you can sell what you know profitably. Now, let's be clear about a couple of things before I get started. We're not talking about just selling information. Okay, we're not talking about selling information, because information is how most people think. Like, what they're doing is they're in the information business. I want to make sure I share this with someone. Information isn't what we're talking about here. We're talking about you devising a system around what it is that you know how to do at the highest level. And information has nothing to do with that. Information today is the cheapest thing that you could possibly offer anyone. You can Google anything you want to know. You can AI anything you want to know. And so the reality is that the value of what you bring to the table, if you want to be profitable in your business, it's not about you creating a course. It's not about you creating a niche. It's not about any of those things. It's literally the 4 things that I'm going to share with you today on how to leverage your intellect profitably. It's going to be the thing that's going to be the game changer for you. I want to just paint a picture for you. Fast forward 90 days from now and ask yourself this question. If 90 days from now you knew exactly what to do to take what you know, what you're doing professionally at work or some life skill that you have, and you knew how to put it in a structure, what would you want your business to look like? And you can post that here, whether it's live or you're watching a replay. 1 year from now, if you had the opportunity to wave a magic wand, and 1 year from now you were able to build a business that was profitable, what is the annual revenue that you would like to earn as a result of really being able to not just sell information or trade time for dollars or create more work for yourself, but to build your business based on leverage? And there's a difference here, okay? And that's why I keep saying leverage, because I've been able to do that over the years, and I have had the opportunity to coach thousands of women leveraging literally what I know how to do. And I've had the ability equally to transfer my systems to other women who have had an interest in their own way to know how to package what they know how to do. All right. So let's just jump in. We're going to talk today about how to leverage your intellect profitably in 4 steps. And the first thing that I wrote down is you're going to sell results, not information. So the first thing that we want to keep in mind is you want to sell results, not information. So if you want to be profitable in your coaching business, in your consulting business, licensing what you do, as a speaker, selling what it is, you're not just selling information. And this is where so many people get this part wrong. They actually think that if they create a niche, they build the product around the niche, that everyone's going to come, and it doesn't work that way. And you likely have already seen it. What people want, especially today, are high-level results that are proven. What people want today, write this down, is authenticity. They want to make sure that you're part of what I call the trust economy. They want to work with people who they can trust, not people who are reading what ChatGPT told them to say. Okay, are you with me? All right. One of the things that's going to be very important today is, more than any time in the world, I think there's so much opportunity. Yes, there are tons of companies that have decided to replace their workforce because of what AI can do. True. Okay. But I want you to think about all that you know and the opportunity for how to package what you know to be able to sell it back to people who need what you have. And a lot of times people aren't thinking about their knowledge in this way, but I'm telling you that if you think about the results of what it is that your knowledge knows how to do, and you understood the value of that, and you understood how to package that to sell it, money would no longer be a concern for you. It's just really true, okay? And job security would not be a concern for you. And I say this to you respectfully because so many people are thinking about or trying to hold on to what they were doing, or they're worried about what they might lose, meaning because the economy's changing, the work economy is changing. But there's not a better time than today to be able to leverage your intellect profitably. You know, all of these new learning systems, what do they need more than anything? Knowledge, okay, high level knowledge that can create an amazing result. And that's you. All that's really needed is for you to understand how to put what you know, the results of what you know, into a system. Simple. Okay, it's what I do every day, what I teach my clients how to do. The number one thing you need to do if you want to build your business and make it profitable is focus on results and not information. Information is dead. Information is not profitable, but results are. And it's what I've sold for years with my clients. You know, I don't necessarily identify as a business coach, but some people might say she's a business coach because I help women with their businesses package their intellect into high value products. But what I do most is the result, or the outcome of what I do is I help my clients profit. I help them double their prices. And the value of what I do is more valuable than any title of what anyone could call me. Are you following me? Okay. I want you to think about you, think about what it is that you do. Stop selling the information of what you do and start thinking and focusing on the results. The results are the differential. The results are the thing that's the separator. The results are the reason that people are going to come to you and want to work with you over and over again. Are we clear? Number 2. The second thing I want you to keep in mind, if you want to understand how to leverage your intellect profitably, I wrote down, you're going to focus on leading with experience and not hype. Simple. You're going to lead with experience and not hype. And so this is the mistake that I see so many sharp professionals making when they make the decision to market their coaching, consulting, business or licensed content, or they decide to go live, is that they think they have to be hypey. They think that maybe they're looking at what other people are doing. They're looking at reels of what other people are doing, and they see folks doing dance breaks and all kinds of things. And they think that that's what they need to do. But I want you to understand, I've never done that ever in my business. I have tens of thousands of followers, and I've never ever danced. I've just shown up authentically as myself, and I've shared and led with the experience that my results bring, like what my talent does. And the women who have come forward to work with me, who identify as giants, they're smart, sharp, highly actionable women who want to take their background, they want to put it in a structure that's high value. Those are the people that come to me. They don't come to me because I do dance breaks, because I don't do them. And you don't have to do that either. So the second thing I want you to keep in mind, if you want to leverage your intellect profitably, is that you actually don't want to be the entertainer. Okay. You actually want people to come to you because of your experience. You want to be known as the expert at what you do. And I think the reason that a lot of people aren't profitable is because they decided that they were going to be entertainers. Okay. Think about the number of content creators who build amazing following, but there's no profit. Most often because the content is very entertaining, but there's not a clear pathway from the entertainment to understanding what your expertise is and how you can transfer that. I'm dropping a whole nugget. If you're getting value watching this, I want you to write, I'm getting value. And you can equally, when you're watching this as a replay, I'm getting value, right? We'll see this when, we'll see this later. Number 3, the third thing I want you to keep in mind, how to leverage your intellect profitably is what we're talking about today, is I wrote proof versus illusion. So if you want to leverage what you know profitably, you want to build a business where you're making money. How do you separate what you're doing from what everybody else is doing? I'm going to tell you what I do is that I just share the proof of what I do. Okay, versus illusion of what I do. Illusion, let me explain what it looks like. So in this online marketing economy, you actually don't know who creates results or not, right? Because people just kind of manufacture them. So one of the things that you want to do that creates what you do and makes it different is, ideally you have results that can speak to what it is that you do. If you are amazing at what you do, if you're talented at what you do, there's going to be an echo that you do it, right? Like one of my testimonial reels is like 4.5 hours. Another one is like 2 hours. And then we have individual testimonials outside of that just come in all the time. Old, new, borrowed, blue, right? Not borrowed at all. So let me just say this, that you want to sell proof, not illusion. People want to work with something that's real, people that are real, people that can demonstrate that they really do create results. One of the guarantees that I provide for my clients in my mastermind called Profit is you will hit 6 figures or double your rates within 6 months, or I work with you for free until you do. Well, why would I say that? Well, because I have a track record of success of helping my clients do exactly that. Hit 6 figures in 6 months and or double their prices. So the thing is, you want to work with someone that can demonstrate the result, that you can see what those results are. Or maybe you have the opportunity to speak to their clients and they will talk to whatever it is that you're interested in obtaining. When you want to leverage your intellect profitably in this era, in the day where so many people are creating images, right, of them sitting in a room and they're by themselves, right? They're like in the room of one, and they create the illusion that they're doing things that they haven't done. One of the things that's going to separate you, and you're going to stand out, and you're going to have a wait list, and people are going to want to come to you, and they're going to every single day somebody's going to write you, DM you, want to work with you, inquire about how you can help them, is because you have proof. versus illusion. And I'm just breaking this all the way down because it's very important to know what works. And today, what I'm talking about is how to leverage your intellect profitably in 4 steps. What I've covered already is number one, you want to sell results, not information. Okay, results, not information. That's really important. Number two, you want to lead with experience and not hype. Lead with experience, not hype. You don't have to do dance because everybody else is dancing. You know what I mean? You don't have to do these disruptions on these social media platforms just because everybody else is. Just be yourself. Okay. And lead with your experience. And the people who need what you have and know because you're standing in your value and showing up in your tallness around your gifts and your talent, they will be able to identify that you are for them. Does that make sense? Built an entire business around that because women knew that what I was sharing with them was real. I just shared my life, what I'm doing, what I was doing with and for my family, how I've done it, grown my own business, and they watched me build the business authentically. Never, ever do any of the hypey things, not then and not now. The third thing is always provide proof versus illusion. The thing is, when you are speaking, you're a speaker. Show me that you are. Show me where you are. Give me proof that you do the things that you say you do. And I promise you, if you decide to do that, you're going to stand out so much more than everyone else. Why am I saying this? Because most people don't have any proof that they do what they say they do. They don't. And if you're that person and you do that, the reality is you're going to stand all the way out. Okay. Number 4. The fourth thing that you need to do if you want to leverage your intellect profitably, the fourth thing is remember value over fluff. Value, value, value over fluff. So what do I mean by that? People are not today investing in just a course. Nobody needs another course, right? You can just sit down with ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini and all the others and learn whatever you need to learn in minutes, right? So no one's really interested in courses really in that way. Information, remember? But what people do want is value, okay? They want value versus fluff. So you're not there. My clients don't pay me because of the amount of time that I'm spending with them. It's the value of the advisement that happens when we're together. If I spend 15 minutes with you and I'm able to help you shift your offer and therefore you're able to sell, twice as much, or you're able to close twice as fast, that's real value. We're talking about how to build a business that's profitable, right? And if there's something that I know a lot about is how to package what you do and how to sell it and what sells and how to sell it right now, okay? And the fourth thing is so important because a lot of times people are creating fluff because they think that more is better. But I guarantee you less is more. I just go direct with my clients, and in going direct with them, helping them to be able to go to market quicker, holding them accountable at the highest level, allowing them to not betray the promises that they have made themselves. It is the value that they have been seeking, a mentor who sees them, right, that holds them accountable versus sitting in a course of like many and that that's not working for you. And I will tell you today, there's a lower consumption for that type of thing. All right. So different way that people are learning today. It's great. They're learning faster and quicker. And remember what I said, number 1, results over information is what people are looking for. I hope that there's something I said that really supports you. If you have said like, this is it, I love this, Mia, this logic works for me, and you are wondering how I could support you, there are 2 options that are available to you. One, I'll post here, which is called Profit. And Profit, the experience is my live event, and it's coming up November 6th through 7th in Baltimore. And it's a 3-day weekend. It's a training event All Things Profit, where we focus on today the best ways, the most profitable ways for you to be able to take your knowledge, package it, and sell it profitably. Okay. And if that's something of interest to you, you're going to absolutely love this event. I'm bringing in speakers. We'll cover many things, but everything relates to how, in this economy, how, given your skills right now, should you reposition what you're doing and what do you do, right? And so that you can build a business that's profitable. It's very important, and it's easier than you think when you know exactly what to do. My expertise is having worked with thousands of women and having the opportunity to get on the inside of so many businesses personally, that I'm going to just share with you what works. And I'm going to share with you what works today. There's a girls' night soiree we do on Friday night. There's a lot of fun, and you get to meet women your own ambition level and above. You get to find your people. And Saturday night, there's high-level coaching for people who get the VIP ticket. So I posted the link here for Profit, the experience. We are on pre-sale currently, and shortly that page will go away, and then the actual event page will be up, and you'll have an opportunity to join us for Profit the event. And I mentioned there are two opportunities. The second opportunity, if you know that you need support and you're looking to go into the new year to hit six figures, and yes, it's you've got 6 months, right, to do it. In Profit the Mastermind, it's a 6-month mastermind. We focus on hitting six figures in 6 months and or doubling your prices. And when women commit to this program, I've never had a failure for the woman that shows up. If she shows up each and every week, it's high-level mentorship and a guided experience to support clients with hitting six figures and doubling their prices. And it's something that's really exciting to me. The culture, the women, the woman that can see and believe for herself. She just wants to go direct and get it done. She wants to work with a mentor who's proven it's for her. She has already hit six figures likely in her business, in her life, or maybe even in her business, and she wants to scale it to the next level. So if she's hit 100,000, maybe she wants to hit 250. She's hit 250, she wants to hit 500,000, on and on, right? So the reality is that you need mentorship to be able to do that, high-level accountability, having a great, amazing community that celebrates you, and the best advisement of what's working today. Right. And I just think that it's so awesome to be able to create a result quickly. There are tons of people who want results, but they aren't in a place where they're ready. And ready to me means you got to be investment ready, investing the time, the money, and the effort necessary in order for you to realize a result. Who wouldn't invest, let's just say, $10,000 to hit 100,000, right? So we know that making the investments and deposits are essential for us to move forward. But we got to have the mindset to even understand that. And the person that's ready for Profit the Mastermind is she wants a more direct way to get her result. She doesn't want to take a year to hit six figures or more in her business or double her prices. She wants a direct result. And as a result of that, that mastermind is for her. I did post the link here also on the page so that you have the opportunity to check it out. So I'll open the floor for just a second and see if there are any quick questions for me. And if they're not, then I'm going to sign off. Any quick questions about Profit the Mastermind? It runs over the course of 6 months. When you sign up, it is direct advisement from me. You're in a group cohort of incredible women, your own ambition level and above, who are all about implementation. And we learn how to build a business around our lives, because to me, that's one of the most important things. Why do you want to be in business? Why do you want a profitable business? It's more than the money. And money is a tool to be able to do things that you love to do, vacation more, retire with greater security, be there for your family, stand in the gap, whatever that looks like. Stand in the gap for your family, your parents, whatever. So I hope that there's something that I've said that has really supported you in thinking differently about how to leverage your intellect profitably That's what I talked about today. There were 4 things that I shared. 1, focus on results, not information. 2 is lead with experience and not hype, right? Lead with what you know how to do. 3, remember proof versus illusion always. And 4, value versus fluff. And that's so important. I couldn't state it more, right? It was great having the opportunity to share with you today. If you're interested in Profit, the Mastermind, or coming to the live event, you can always just purchase your ticket today and or fill out the application to apply for the Mastermind. And I'd love the opportunity to support you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
I have been working with Mia Redrick for a couple of months now. I come to this experience with a lot of education. She was speaking my language from day one. What has changed for me is with all of the education, with all of the training and workshops and private coaching and things that I've had, what I didn't have was a real understanding on how I could package these things, price them, and promote them so that I could monetize what it is that I do and what it is that I wanted to do. And now with Mia, I have an understanding of how to take my tangible and intangible gifts, talents, and skills and put those things in a package that allows me to serve other people and benefit from it.
I was stuck. I never thought of my knowledge as something that I could create it as a proprietary system. What is the value of that? For me, it is priceless. And I'm so happy I made the investment because I can now see how my business can be transformed and how I can be transformed as a result of this work. So I cannot thank Mia enough.
Before I met Mia, I was selling my product for a very low price, and I did not just believe in what I was worth. So I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I thought. I had to start believing in abundance and expecting it. And so these are the things that I had to learn as Mia mentored us. Now I'm happy to say I'm selling my product for what it's worth.
Before working with Mia, I couldn't sell a $297 product. After working with Mia for about 10 months, I was pitching a $10,000 product to a company.